So today, we will be talking about Canada denying top Nigerian government officials visas and the reply that these officials have for the Canadian government. If you have been here for some time on this channel, you know I've been advocating for we developing our continent and not running away, because there will be a time that these same people we grown to will push us back. And when they push us back and there is nothing we have built for ourselves here, what are we returning to? And that is exactly is happening. This channel is no more than 3 years. I think this channel is just 3 years a month ago because YouTube sent me a notification. So we're just 3 years. And that is to say, it's not even up to 3 years ago. I was talking about remain in your continent and build your country of origin, because you will be thrown back one day. And it is happening now, this whole deportation issue and the rest of them. But that's not exactly what we are here for. We might touch some things around that part, but the fact that Canada denies top government officials visas, top Nigerian government officials visas, is something that I think it's a slap on the whole of the continent. I keep telling you that we are one. We are one people, whether you are in West Africa, Central Africa, or you're in Southern Africa, or you're in Northern Africa. We are all one people, okay? Forget those boundaries and the name difference and the language barrier. We are all one people, right? So whatever happened to one part is like it's happening to the whole body, okay? It's a slap on the continent as a whole that the top government officials in Nigeria would be denied visas in Canada. And it's not like they were going for some leisure, they were going for official reasons. They were going for official reasons. That is to say, what they were going for is for the government of the Nigerian people. And the Canadian government denied them visas. So it's like, you see, that is the level of the insults that they will keep giving us as Africans if we do not respect ourselves enough to follow the footstep of the Sahel government. I believe the alliance of the Sahel states would not want to even go to have any hearing with the Canadian government, because they've cut ties with the whole of Europe. And since the other African countries do not want to learn, they are still having something to do with these people. They will keep insulting you and pushing you down there and stepping on top of you. After they have used your people, they kick them back. They are even telling you to your face that you are useless to them. Whether you are coming for official purposes or you are coming for whatever, they don't care. This is exactly the situation right now. And I want you to listen to the military general, and we will take it up from there.
Now, this is what happens when you don't strengthen your sovereignty. The disrespect has touched the Nigerian government today. Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor in Nigeria, has told the Canadian government to go to hell. Now, this is because the Canadian government denied visas to top Nigerian officials. The Canadian government denied visas to Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, and other top military officers. It was very disappointing, and not just disappointing, disrespectful. Now, this was the reply of the National Security Advisor. Thank you for the courage to say Canada denied you visas. They can go to hell, Ribadu said. Even though it's painful and disrespectful, we are peaceful, we are strong, and I agree with you, it's time to fix our country. This is yet another reason we must work hard to make Nigeria work. So Canada now is not just denying ordinary Nigerians visa, they are also denying government officials visas. Government officials in Nigeria. That simply means they no longer value countries in Africa. That's what it is. So the disrespect has gotten to the Nigerian government. Maybe this time around, the country will do her best to fix this country once again.
How are they going to do with the microphone? Okay, yes, I see. Attend or not, because I was actually meant to, by yesterday, have been in Canada, Vancouver, Canada. There's an event to honor our veterans, those that were injured during battle. Remember last year, the Duke of Sussex visited Nigeria with his wife. Through the Invictus, they have a foundation that they try to raise the morale of troops all over the world that have suffered one form of deformity or the other in the course of defending their individual countries. So we're supposed to be there. And actually, half of my team have already gone, but unfortunately, the Canadian Embassy, for knowledge best known to them, denied us visa. So I wasn't sure, and so I wanted to be silent about it. But when we couldn't get the visa, I said, this is a blessing in disguise. So I'm really very happy to be here.
Your Majesties, that's the information, and I will tell you that there is no insult more than this, because this is about the sovereignty of the Nigerian people. And it's not just the ordinary Nigerians that are denied visas now to Canada. This is dealing with the government. That's why I said it's about the sovereignty of the nation called Nigeria. And I think this is the reason why people like us have been talking. It's not like we see visions, but when you look at the history, the relationship between Africans and the whole of the collective West, you just discover that there will be a point in time where they're going to kick you back. When they are done using you, they're going to kick you back. When they are done sucking you off, they're going to kick you back. And the Africans are the only group of people that do not learn from mistakes. They do not want to learn from history. And history will keep repeating itself. I keep talking here for almost 2 years now. We should build our countries in the continent. The countries in the motherland need building. We cannot escape this. This is our home. This is our inheritance. This is all we have to call our home as Africans and those of African descent. Your Majesties, running away is not going to solve anything. They deceive you into coming. Africa do not have anything to offer you. Come to Canada. Come to Canada. In short, they began to use African content creators to advertise how you can relocate with your families to Canada, how you can relocate with your families to America. Under the route of education, under the route of what have you, there were lots of routes that people started relocated, especially this Canada, to the point that in the Nigerian government, to the point that in Nigeria, there was a music that started trending. They started trending about Canada because the rate at which Nigerians were relocating to Canada was something else. A lot of Nigerians are in Canada. You see? Now, for those that were deported, if they had nothing here, or if they had but they sold it so to aid themselves to relocate, what are they coming to meet? That is to say, they are coming to start their life afresh. Your Majesties, let's be frank. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Enough of patting our backs and telling ourselves lies just to suit us for the time being. Let's build our home. Let's build Africa. If not, African countries and sovereignties will keep receiving insults like this from sovereignties around the world that feel that they can control countries in the continent of Africa or sanction countries in the continent of Africa. So they sanction you with things like this, and then they give you, they tell you if you want us to do according to your bidding, you have to dance according to our tune. It's unfortunate, but it's the reality. When I was talking about Kemi here, some persons are like, leave Kemi alone, leave Kemi alone. Something happened recently. I refuse. I said, I'm not going to talk about that. anymore. Because the truth is that we are the ones that betray ourselves as Africans, as those of African descent, as melanated people around the world, or black people around the world. We are the ones that betray ourselves. We are the forefront of betraying each other. Your Majesties. And these people are so sly and so cunning. They draw you closer, draw you closer. You think they are making you their friend for no reason, but they have their agenda. There is a reason why they are drawing you closer. When they get out the information from you, get out what they want from you, they kick you back where you belong. They kick you back. And if they want information again, they want to use you again, they call with sweet mouth, they entice you, pat your backs, entice you with some money, some privileges, and what have you, you still follow. Africans do not learn. Black people never learn. Let's be frank, we don't learn. And that is why we keep having situations like this. It's gonna repeat itself again to another African country. This is just the beginning. Since we don't want to develop our home. Before you say A, B, people have run out. You don't want to remain and build your home. You are going to people's home that is already built with the sweat of your ancestors. Why can't you build your own? What is pursuing you from building your own? Oh, the government is bad, the government is corrupt, so we are looking for a place that is conducive a bit for us to live. So by the time all of us live here and leave it for the government destroy our inheritance and our heritage. What are we coming back to meet? Can we open our eyes and tell ourselves the truth for once? Government is corrupt. Government have spoiled the nation. The government have spoiled the continent. These government officials, do they fly from another planet into this realm and they are controlling people in Africa? They all came from a home. All these governments, right from the presidency to the least, they came from a family. They had parents. They grew up in a family. If our government are corrupt and are bad, it is the image of we as Africans. That is to say, we need to do a lot. As parents towards our children, as citizens in different countries in the continent of Africa. Do not get it twisted. I'm not saying government is not corrupt. Yes, government is corrupt, we know. It is the corruption of this government and their love for money that they have been used time without number. They become puppets. Even at this point, all the leaders in Africa at this point are confused. Because the way these Europeans have used them and sucked them dry, they are confused right now. The promises that were given, at this point, they've left most of them to themselves. They've pushed them to a point they are just so confused. Sometimes they hypnotize these people. And why? Because of love of money. They themselves are the ones that are accepted in the first place. If you do not accept in the first place, they will not have the upper hand to control you as they control you. But it has happened. And we as the citizens who now know the cause of these problems, why are we now running away from our homes? Now, let's say the whole of Europe do not deport Africans. Let's say the whole of America do not deport Africans. And then all of us remain there and everybody moved. Your Majesties, because we are looking for a better life, we don't want to suffer. We throw away that which we should hold dear to our hearts. We throw away that which our ancestors labored and died for. Because we are looking for a conducive life. For some years, maybe. It's unfortunate. I keep telling you, a lot is going on. There is an agenda. They know what they are doing. A lot of them have purchased land here now. Will our leaders be wise enough to start kicking them back? Will our leaders in different countries in Africa be wise enough to start kicking them back? To start denying them visas? But we have grown to look at these people as messiahs, as God and what have you. When they are coming to your home, your teeth are all open. Look at the way they are treating Africans all over the world. Look at the way they are treating melanated brothers and sisters all over the world. And still we are not learning. It's unfortunate. What do you think? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.